Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to the very first video I'm actually recording for the channel in 2021. Happy New Year and happy holidays to everybody. It has been a few weeks for our league uploads. There was a bye week that took place. You guys may have seen a 1 or 2 week bye week depending on the upload schedule. I'm trying to think about it right now off the top of my head, but it's not coming to me. So it's probably been about a week or so since you guys have seen a BBR video, but we did have a bye week for the holiday season here. So we are back today. We are back. It is 2021 and we are coming out swinging. I got to shake off the dust a little bit. It's been I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season, of course, and you guys are excited for the new year. You know, we did our thing over on Twitch as we always do each year. And, you know, my wife and I celebrated Christmas together and just kind of hung out and, you know, spend the holiday together, which is always, you know, that's what it's about, being surrounded by your loved ones. So, hope you guys were able to do the same. And if you guys didn't observe any holidays this year, then, you know, hope you guys have had a decent winter or summer season for those of you guys in the other hemisphere. I don't really know what's going on anymore in the world, but yeah, here's to 2021. Bigger, brighter, and better things. We are going up against Grandmaster D-Ray and the San Diego Snugglers. If you guys are not familiar with D-Ray's channel, definitely go check it out. Link will be in the description. If you guys missed last week's battle, definitely a little unprepared. Excuse me just a moment. Definitely a little underprepared for the Shenanic. I said legitimately in the team builder, nobody drafts Shenanic and brings it, and then I ended up getting walled by a Shenanic. So we are not going that way this time around. We are not writing off any threats, and we are hopefully bouncing back. If we take a look in standings right now, let me pull that up there. Standings, I still believe we're still in the top 10. This is going to be a little bit mixed. Yeah, we're still in the top 10. We're currently 3-3 plus 2, which like isn't bad. But because we have 20 coaches, you really need to like be doing very well in order to get playoffs. Top 8 go to playoffs. So even though we do have like a really solid record, there's still a chance that right now we do need to kind of like pull off some really solid W's in order to make sure that we can solidify a final spot. So, or a playoff spot, I guess I should say. D-Ray right now is 2-4 minus 10, but his team is absolutely bonkers. So I do not want to write that off by any means, just statistically. We did make some free agent transactions, which I will talk about here very briefly. Let me pull up the document right here. So we ended up dropping a few Pokemon. We ended up dropping Arcanine. We ended up dropping the Crobats, and we ended up dropping the Steelix. So 3 Pokemon that I was Crobat wasn't around too long, but Arcanine and Steelix I was really underwhelmed by. They came to play a few times and they did okay, but maybe it was just my play style. So we switched out for some Pokemon that I can probably do a little bit better with. We did pick up Salazzle. I've used Salazzle previously, and I've said before that I don't want to use Salazzle, but I think I'm just gonna try to just do what Salazzle does best with Salazzle. We did pick up Runerigus, so we do have a spin blocker. We do have a ground type to you know, act as an electric immunity. So we have a fighting, a normal, and electric immunity with Runerigus. And we are bringing both Salazzle and Runerigus this week, so I'll talk about a little bit more about them as we get into the team builder. And then we also did pick up Hitmonlee. So we did pick up a second fighting type to the team, but this Pokemon acts as a spinner, which is always good to have. There's some priority that it does carry, which is always good. And then it also does act as a potential unburdened sweeper with our grassy terrain. So that was one of the reasons. And it's like really thick on the special side too. Like it's got like 100 something special defense. So that was pretty much the moves we made there. Wanted to shake things up a little bit going into the back half of the season here and hopefully catch some of our opponents off guard that may be familiar with some of our mons. We wanted to kind of freshen up the roster a little bit and kind of go from there. So if you guys are new to the videos, you guys will see some text floating somewhere on screen in post-production where you guys can go on ahead and skip right on ahead of the Wi-Fi battle. I always recommend you guys watch the team builder so that way you guys know what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it. But you know, if you don't want to, if you're in a time crunch, you just want to watch the battle, that is in the description there for you if you guys want to. Thank you guys for all the support on the league videos as always. Being a part of the BBR has been a fantastic experience, and I do love me some draft league format. So thank you guys again, and you guys are going to start to see some teams appear on screen right about now. My opponent has a team that consists of Tornadus Therian, Dracozolt, Hippowdon, Clefable, Volcanion, Sneasel, Dottler, Tangela, Berserker, Noctowl, and Drillbur. Some things to note about my opponent's team: 3 rockers in the Clefable, Drillbur, and Hippowdon, a sticky web user in Dottler, a rapid spinner in Drillbur, 3 defoggers in Noctowl, Tornadus, and Volcanion, and then his only cleric support is Clefable. If I had to expect 6 that my opponent would bring, Tornadus and Clefable have made its way to all 6 matches thus far, so I expect those to show up. I would assume Tangela to show up. Tangela acts as a great defensive pivot for Rillaboom and Urshifu, resisting both the grass, the water, and then just takes like the fighting hits really hard. So I'd expect that to show up. I expect Sneasel to show up because otherwise Pokemon like Kadabra and Alolan Raichu absolutely go nuts. So I expect Sneasel to show up. Volcanion is a Pokemon that, so it has Water Absorb. So it can be immune to Surging Strikes. And then it just has like some really good coverage for the team overall that could just hit really hard. So I would think Volcanion would show up. And then maybe Dottler for like some web support. His team's not too fast. Tornadus Therian has 121 base speed and Sneasel has 115 base speed. Everything else after that, his fastest is Dracozolt with base 75. So Dracozolt could show up as a hitter on the team. We will have answers for that, but I don't know if it will. Just in general, but it may. So Dottler may show up as a webs user. Maybe instead of Sneasel or Volcanion, we do see Dracozolt, but those are the 6 that I expect my opponents to bring right there. I don't know if Dottler, Noctowl, and Drillbur are a little newer to the team, if I recall, so I don't know if he'll bring them right out the gates. Tangela's been to 5 matches, so I can see that showing up. Dracozolt's been to 5 as well. All in all, though, I am very confident about the first 3, Tornadus, Clefable, and Tangela, and we'll see what the back half of the team has for us here. So breaking things down, we do have, we are, like I said, we are bringing some Pokemon that are new to the team this week. First up, we are bringing DK the Salazzle. She's rocking her heavy duty boots with the corrosion ability. And the 4 moves that we're bringing, we have Sludge Wave, Fire Blast, Toxic, and Protect, 12 EVs in HP, 252 in special attack, 244 in speed with a timid nature. We are bringing heavy duty boots on Salazzle this week because 3, like the Clefable, Drillbur, and Hippowdon. Let's just forget about the Drillbur for a second. I'm not going to write it off. I'm just going to say, as far as a valid stealth rocker goes, Clefable and Hippowdon are really great at taking a hit and just clicking stealth rocks. So we're bringing heavy duty boots this week to make sure that Salazzle does not constantly take that 25% chip on switch. Sludge Wave goes really unresisted by my opponent's team. It hits Tornadus, it hits Dracozolt, it hits Clefable, Volcanion, it hits the Tangela, it hits Noctowl, and it hits Drillbur. Fire Blast hits everything that I didn't mention for crazy damage. Hippowdon, Dottler, and Berserker. Really just the dual stab is all we need. Tossing off Toxics is always nice. As a poison type, we have 100% toxic accuracy. And then corrosion, we can badly poison anything that switches in. So my opponent not having a poison type, the only Pokemon that would typically be immune to that is the Berserker. But I don't see Berserker switching in on a toxic. And then we've got Protect to kind of scout and see what my opponent wants to go for. Also rack up an extra turn of toxic damage just in case. But we do outspeed everything Sneasel and below. Tornadus outspeeds us. So like if it's just tossing off hurricanes, yada, 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 that's going to hurt. But other than that, we do outspeed everything naturally, barring any Scarfers. We are bringing on the team is Afterlife, the Runerigus. He's rocking leftovers with the Wandering Spirit ability. Stealth Rock, Poltergeist, Body Press, and Iron Defense. We have 252 EVs in HP, 252 in defense, 4 in special defense with an Impish nature. Rocks are really good this week. They are super effective against Tornadus, against Volcanion, against Sneasel, against Dottler, against Noctowl. Also good just chip in general if we can force a lot of switches. Poltergeist, my opponent, the only normal type my opponent has on their team is Noctowl, so Poltergeist goes really unguarded. Body Press does really good coming off of 145 base defense. And then Iron Defense, if we can get an Iron Defense up in front of a physical threat, we're looking pretty good to start tossing off some Body Presses and do some really good damage across the board. The Wandering Spirit ability, very similar to the Mummy ability that Cofagrigus has. So if something like Knockoff, if Tornadus like goes for a physical move against us and hits us with that, they will get the Wandering Spirit ability, so we can take care of Regenerator on Tornadus, Hustle on Dracozolt, Steely Spirit or Tough Claws on Berserker, things of that nature where it might come in a little bit handy. Tangela, if Tangela goes for a knockoff, like we can take its Regenerator. I don't see Tangela bringing knockoff, but it's just my 2 cents. Very defensive. This is our Dracozolt answer. We handle it pretty nicely. Let me pull up the calc here. Dracozolt, and because of the patches that were available, I haven't played a fossil Pokemon since Crown Tundra came out. So because of that, he can run Sand Rush. I think Hustle is always better. But yeah, taking a look at Dracozolt right here, a Hustle boosted Dragon Claw is a 4-hit KO. Banded Dragon Claw is a 3-hit KO after leftovers, and we remove the Hustle after the first hit. So it becomes more accurate, but then it does less damage. We can just go for some mean Poltergeist and body pressing action against that. So we take it pretty well. Next Pokemon are bringing on the team. Volcanion hits really hard, and I didn't have a Pokemon that really appreciated Volcanion, and I was looking around to see, you know, what resists both fire and water on my team. So we're bringing Flowmaster the Urshifu with the Assault Vest. He's rocking Unseen Fist ability with Surging Strikes, Rock Tomb, Close Combat, and Facade. We have 188 EVs in attack, 140 in special defense, 180 in speed with an Adamant Nature. We outspeed Jolly Dracozolt by 1 point with 180 in speed, still rocking Adamant so we can get the most out of our 130 base attack. The 140 in special defense with the Assault Vest. We are 3-hit KO'd by Specs Volcanion Earth Power, barring any special defense drops that it may get. Surging Strikes, Rock Tomb, and Close Combat just hits everything really hard on his team. If it takes a Close Combat, it doesn't like a Surging Strikes. Rock Tomb is nice for speed control on Pokemon like Volcanion, on Pokemon like Tornadus, if we can take a special hit from them based off of our bulk and go from there. Get a little speed control could be nice, turn around and then go for a Surging Strikes or Close Combat next turn, depending on whichever Pokemon we get the speed drop on. And then Facade is there. So Steam Eruption is the Volcanion signature move, going for a 30% chance to burn, which would otherwise nerf our Urshifu, but we wanted a move that could kind of take care of that. So Facade then doubles to 140 base power move if we are burns, and we're able to still provide a little bit more of a physical presence with those Facades through 130 base attack. So that's the idea behind there. Not the world's best Volcanion answer, but I'm hoping it'll catch my opponent off guard enough to do some big boy damage. Next Pokemon we're bringing on the team, we have the Rev, the Rillaboom. He is rocking Life Orb with the Grassy Surge ability. We have Swords Dance, Grassy Glide, High Horsepower, and U-Turn. 108 EVs in HP, 220 in attack, 180 in speed with a Jolly Nature. The 180 in speed with a Jolly Nature, again, we're hitting Dracozolt and below, Scarf Dracozolt or anything below base 75 that is Scarfed will outspeed us, but anything that does outspeed us doesn't like a Life Orb Grassy Glide. Rillaboom does really well this week. Any Pokemon that do resist the grass type moves do not appreciate a high horsepower in return. We can also U-turn and get some pivot off on some things. Being able to set up, being able to set up on some Pokemon with the Swords Dance really provides us a lot of really nice physical pressure this week. Tornadus has 79 base HP and 80 base defense. So if we take a look here at the Rillaboom, against Tornadus, I can spell today. If we do the pivot, so the max HP set, Grassy Glide without +2 is doing 30 to 36. If we can get +2, it's doing 61 to 72. So any sort of chip damage, if it comes in on rocks, it does get 2-hit KO'd by Grassy Glide. So that is very, very good information to have. Even being able to just like, again, coming in on rocks, if we are able to go for Grassy Glide twice, that is potentially 70%. Coming in on rocks at 25%. Any sort of chip damage is going to be really, really nice to keep on that thing. I would expect like a Rocky Helmet or a Heavy Duty Boot set from Tornadus. I don't expect it to be like Life Orb or choiced in any fashion, but that's my 2 cents on that. Other than that, High Horsepower does hit the Dracozolt pretty hard. It does hit the Berserker pretty hard as well. U-turn for pivoting momentum. Tangela can be a really nice switch into this thing. Tornadus can be a nice switch into this thing as well. But the idea is to click a Swords Dance in front of something that really we can take a hit from and then turn around and go for some big boy damage. If it is if it is Hustle Dracozolt, we can actually take 1 hit from this thing. Rillaboom has 100 HP and 90 defense, so we can take like 1 hit and go for a Swords Dance, potentially bank off a Hustle Miss, or that we just naturally outspeed, go for a High Horsepower and put it down. Next Pokemon we're bringing on the team, really like this set this week. I always like this set whenever we bring this Pokemon. Pancake the Alolan Raichu. He's rocking Colbur Berry with the Surge Surfer ability, Psychic, Thunderbolt, Wish, and Nasty Plot. 172 EVs in HP, 4 in defense, 252 in special attack, 4 in special defense, 76 in speed with a Modest Nature. 76 in speed with the Modest Nature. Again, we are hitting that base 75 and below. We cannot naturally outspeed Sneasel or Tornadus, so we're just going to outspeed the fastest thing we can naturally outspeed. The 252 in special attack with Modest gives us the most damage output for our dual stab. Colbur Berry is nice because I like this as a Pokemon that can potentially set up on Tornadus Therian. Being able to take like a knockoff from it, if it goes for U-turn, like cool. I feel like he may expect a more faster set, maybe like a Scarf set to outspeed it. So he may not even risk the U-turn. He may just switch out as we go for a Nasty Plot, and it goes out into something like Hippowdon. Let's go on ahead and run some calcs here. So Nasty Plot against the Hippowdon, if it is the standard physical wall set, Standard physical wall set +2 psychic is a guaranteed 2-hit KO, 25% chance to Oko after stealth rock. So on switch in, it does not take a it does not like a psychic. If we are able to even if we don't go for an attack move, even if we just click psychic raw, 41 to 49, a 20.7% chance to 2-hit KO after stealth rocks, assuming it is a max HP max defense variant. If it does even show up, other than that, we do great damage to the rest of the team there. Let me take a look. Tangela here. Tangela uninvested, like if we aren't boosted, 52 to 62 with psychic. At +2 we nuke defensive Tangela, which is fantastic. Dual stab just does really well. Culberberry does also help us out in a position against Sneasel as well. Sneasel can be a little problematic. Being able to actually Banded Sneasel kills us through our Culberberry. So let me just take a look here. Like Life Orb. Life Orb has a chance to kill us through our berry as well, so we may not choose to stay in on that. Urshifu can take some hits. We also do have another pivot into Sneasel, which I'll show off here in just a second. But +2 Thunderbolt knocks out Sneasel. And then Wish is nice. We don't have the most HP in the world, but as much as our HP investment is, there wasn't really a good fourth move that I wanted to run on here, or a good like final move. I knew I wanted Dual Stab and Nasty Plot. But being able to Wish Pass into Pokemon like Runerigus, into Urshifu to kind of keep them healthy. We will have our grassy terrain up to kind of help out with some of that longevity. But being able to Wish Pass can be, might be pretty nice. The last Pokemon that we are bringing on the team is going to be Caution the Weezing. He's rocking Black Sludge with the Levitate ability. We have Pain Split, Haze, Sludge Wave, and Flamethrower. 252 EVs in HP, 196 in defense, 28 special attack, 12 in special defense, 20 in speed with a bold nature. 28 EVs. The way this was built was that it needs to be really defensive against Pokemon like Sneasel, being able to take those hits. We want to be able to haze stuff down if it is a setup Pokemon, like if it is like a stored power, like cosmic power bullshit Clefable set. We want to be able to take care of that, like a workup Tornadus, Swords Dance Sneasel, Swords Dance Berserker, anything like that. We want to be able to haze them down and kind of go from there. Pain Split's nice. We only have 65 base HP. My opponent has three Pokemon that have less base HP than us, so we're getting some really good recovery based off of Black Sludge there. Levitate X has a good ground immunity for the Hippowdon. Typically Hippowdons will Earthquake, they'll Toxic, they'll Roar, do some stuff. We can come in pretty nicely on the Hippowdon. Get a Pain Split off, go for a good Flamethrower there. The 28 EVs in special attack with Sludge Wave actually allow us to 2-hit KO defensive Clefable, which is always nice. Clefable can be a little bit of a problem, and I think between both of our poison types, we're able to put some good pressure on Clefable. The only, like, I don't see Hippowdon coming because of Rillaboom and Urshifu, and then the only psychic type my opponent has is Dottler. And I don't see it being like an offensive presence too much, so we do have Sludge Wave and Flamethrower just to be able to get access to our, you know, our poison typing and go from there. And then the Flamethrower being able to hit that, as well as the gosh diggity darn Berserker as well. A little bit in speed, 20 in speed, just to outpace uninvested Clefable, uninvested Tangela, uninvested Berserker. If it's like a max HP sets, we can kind of go from there. But if Berserker shows up with a lot of speed, it will outspeed us, but we do have that defensive investment just to be able to take those hits just a little bit better from both Berserker and Sneasel. So that is going to be the team. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. I am going to cut to where we connect, and I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this took us, I recorded that team builder 2 hours ago, and it took us like 2 hours to connect because they just can't put a timer in normal Wi-Fi. So we are here. We are playing D-Ray. If you guys missed the team builder, there's the 6 that I'm bringing right below. Salazzle, Runerigus, Urshifu, Rillaboom, Raichu, and Weezing. You guys see the 6 that I expect my opponent to bring right there. As far as a lead goes, Raichu is always pretty good, but I might just lead off with Runerigus to get up rocks. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the matchup in the comment section down below. I'm gonna cut to team preview and we'll be right back. So we got 5 out of 6 right. We do not see Sneasel, and instead we see Dracozolt, so Kadabra would have been fantastic to bring here. I'm just grabbing my pen and paper here so I can keep track of what is going on, because I got out of bed and had to deal with some stuff and I'm not prepared, so I'm prepared now. I'm gonna give it just a moment. My opponent can be rocking with Clefable, can be defogging with either the Tornadus or the Volcanion, can definitely have webs with the Dottler. So if Dottler's a lead, If Dottler's a lead, does Salazzle just knock it backwards? What's my best lead up against Dollar? Runarigus is not it. If I want to prevent webs, Fire Blast 72 to 93 to max HP, max defense. All right, let's lead off with Decay here. We're just gonna click Fire Blast and hope it's not max HP, max defense Dollar in the event that there is webs. But yeah, we're gonna go from there because webs plus Dracozolt kind of puts me in a bad position. I don't have the fastest team naturally, so it doesn't hinder me too much unless it's like Banded Dracozolt. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna hopefully make some magic happen here. Let's see what we've got. Leads off with Twilight, which is going to be the Dottler. Okay, cool. So leading off with Salazzle here. I don't see a good Fire Blast switch in on his team. I am just absolutely clicking Fire Blast. All right. We do Stagger Burn. I don't know what that's going to do for us. Here come the webs. There it is. Okay. So I have to play with webs, unfortunately, which is, it is what it is. It is what it is here. I'm just going to click Sludge Wave and knock this thing out. Dracozolt is pseudo checked by Runarigus, and the Wheezing is doing 34 to 41, and that is going to pick that up. Okay, so Salazzle's coming out strong, picking up 1 KO. Salazzle KOs the Dottler. We do have a good switch in into a Specs Volcanion if that's what decides to come in here. Here comes It Burns. Okay, that fine by me. I still am naturally faster than this thing. And I want to keep you around. Let's Protect and just see what you want to go for here. Earth Power, Steam Eruption. Steam Eruption, there it is. Okay, so we do have an Urshifu that can come switch in on this pretty nicely. If there's a burn, so be it. But yeah, Steam Eruption knocks us out. Yep, let's go Urshifu here. And then there's another one. Not too bad. If it burns, I have Facade. No burn, which means I definitely want to click Close Combat here. Let's go for it. I'm not super fast, so if Clefable comes in, I don't know if I want to Close Combat in the Surging Strikes necessarily for some chip. But we were able to take that pretty well. I didn't get to see what my HP was at. 32 to 38 leads me to believe it's Specs. I think it was a little under that. Maybe it's Scarf Volcanion. But either way, not too much. Like, Clefable's the only Pokemon that really wants a close combat there. And I'll be able to gauge damage here. Clefable does come in. Okay, that's fine. That's actually... Let me take a look here. I'm at 93. So that did 142 to me with the Steam Eruption against Clefable. That did 29. So I don't think it's Specs. Yeah, that is definitely... Oh, actually, hold up. It's not Specs. It's just Modest. So, not Specs. And then we're faster than Min Speed Clefable. Surging Strikes is doing 46 to 54. I don't know if I want that to happen. Let's just go out in a Wheezing here. Let's keep this healthy for that Volcanion. We do have our priority in Rillaboom here with Grassy Glide if anything happens. So let's switch out into Wheezing. Goes for Psychic. Okay, good play. Good play. Good play. We'll get our Black Sludge recovery back. So we know it is offensive-ish. I assume. Psychic. 183. Oh, that's level. Yoink. 50 to 59. That put me down to 48 afterwards. So that could be a little offensive. I'm just going to go for the Sludge Wave here. It is a little bit faster. Okay, so Clefable's gonna put me down. That's fine. Clefable KOs. Wheezing. And I assume even like max. I assume even like max speed Clefable. Salazzle would outspeed, right? Because I don't see a good. Let's see. Minus. Oh, I've got. Yeah, even if I was. Let me see here. I've got my boots. 184. So he'd speed time me. They would speed time me if it was like max speed timid Scarf Clefable, which I don't think it is, given the fact that, you know, it took that close combat so well from Runerigus. So I just assume it's got a little speed investment. So I'm just gonna Sludge Wave here. My opponent does not have a good Sludge Wave switch in. As long as I keep this healthy, I can constantly pressure that. Oh, it's the Poison Berry. Okay. Okay. Psychic's gonna put me down. The Fable. Okay. Oh, it doesn't KO me. Okay. We're looking good. All right. I'm gonna click Sludge Wave again. The Fable does not KO me with that. Very nice. Withdraws. And goes out into It Burns, which is the Volcanion. We already know you're not... we already know that you're not scarfed in any way. So let's take a look at this damage here. We're doing about half. That was a crit. So that is like 100% Assault Vest here. I do want to keep you healthy. I do want to keep you healthy to take on Clefable. So I'm going to switch out because this puts a lot of pressure on his team. Especially with Boots still living. Yeah, I assume, yeah, 34 with a crit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is Assault Vest Volcanion. Okay. We'll go back out to Floatmaster. If he burns me, I'm just going to go for Facade. Just to pick up that Clefable. Oh, Rest. Oh, not even what? Not even what now? Okay. You're just really specially defensive then. Okay. Rest Talk? Rest Talk? Let's Rock Tomb on the Switch. Let's see if I'm faster than you after rocks. Or after webs. If he burns me, that Facade will come in handy. Nice set. Nice set. I do like that. I do like that. Maybe it's Rest Talk, Dual Stab. I withdraws. Okay, so whatever's coming in is going to get the speed drop there. There's Esperanza, which is the Fable. We'll be able to Rock Tomb probably twice to knock this out. Yeah, okay. So, and then Surging Strikes is fine to take this out. Okay, Urshifu KO's Clefable. All right. Tornadus definitely can come in right here. Tornadus can definitely come in right here. Sticky Cheese. Ooh, okay. I have here a very nice Runerigus that is going to go get up rocks on you. I have a very nice Runerigus here that is going to get rocks on you. I'm tired of all these switches. And we know it's would it be Boots on that Volcanion? Yeah, Toxic. Let's see. Dragon Claw. Okay. 26 to 35 from Scarfed. That is Banded, I believe. 35. Oh, that could have been a roll. That very well could have been a roll, but there's no more hustle. So I'm just going to go on ahead and get my rocks up here. We know he's got hustle as well now, too. Here's Boots. Boots, which is the Tangela. Okay. What is Tangela gonna do to me? I need to keep this healthy. I could go Rillaboom. Let's just go Rillaboom. Let's just go Rillaboom and see what we can do to this thing. We can knock off its Eviolite, maybe threaten that out a little bit. We'll get rocks up though to help out, get some yip. Let's see what Tangela's got for me. Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, some stuff. We're gonna boost any grass moves that it's got right here. Knockoff. Okay, so it does have knockoff. That's not too bad for me then, actually. Probably has Sludge Bomb then. And does Raichu take a Sludge Bomb if I want to bring that in here? Let's see. 24 to 29. Yeah, let's just U-turn. Yeah, there's probably a Sludge Bomb coming out here. I can go out into I can go out into Raichu right here. Because we'll take a knockoff from that Culver Berry. They're going to be slower than Dracozold now. There's a Sludge Bomb. Okay. So we do see knockoff. We do see Sludge Bomb. We can take that. 113. Sludge Bomb's doing 72 to us. That did 28. Yeah, that's looking about right. So I am just going to Nasty Plot here. I could also just Wish. Wish. Let's Wish. There's knockoff. We're going to eat our Colbur. Should be doing 22 to 26 uninvested. Yep. Okay. And I'm curious, actually, if I live a Giga Drain under terrain right now. 40 to 47. Yeah, I do. So I can just go for a Nasty Plot right now. Leaf Storm's probably going to blow me backwards, but I can live a Giga Drain under terrain. There's another Sludge Bomb. Okay. 24 to 29. There we go. We're going to get our Wish, and we're going to get our Terrain as well, I believe. And I can click Psychic right here pretty nicely. And this Tangela becomes a little bit less problematic to deal with. Let's do Psychic to standard Tangela, 104 to 123. Anything that switches in probably does not want to take it. All right, Raichu knocks out Tangela. All right, Volcanion, Dracozolt, and Tornadus. Two of those are weak to rocks if we can keep forcing switches. We are down a Weezing, and we have a low health Salazzle. Here comes Sticky Cheese. Okay. Sticky Cheese is fine. Gonna take some rocks. Let's go on ahead and go back out into our Runerigus here. For us to click, probably Poltergeist is probably the most spammable move. We can keep this thing nice and healthy. It dies to anything that Dracozolt wants to go for, of course. Dracozolt, Dragon Claw. Oh yeah, 92 to 103. We could bank on like a Hustle Miss and just click Psychic, but I don't want to do that. I do not want to do that. So I'm just going to go on to Runerigus here. We'll get our leftovers. It'll do a little bit more damage to us. That's fine, but it'll lose Hustle. There's Dragon Claw. All right, it loses Hustle. I get some leftovers here. And now what would come out? Like if I go for an Iron Defense here, that's probably not the play. Let's just Poltergeist. Trinidad. Okay, this is the Tornadus. Do we see Boots? We do not see Boots, so a Poltergeist is going to hurt this thing. It's attacked by its Grassy Seed. Oh my goodness. That's intense. That is intense. I think so. I don't miss. I just want to go for a body press here. I think that's the play. Because you may just U-turn or switch out to keep this thing alive. Knockoff. Okay. I'm pretty bulky. Yep. Okay. So we're able to take this thing out with the body press. Rune. KO's Torn. All right. So Salazzle outspeeds everything now. Barring Scarf Dracozolt. I think if Dracozolt comes out here comes it burns. Okay. I'm just going to, what is your item? What is your item? What is better against you ultimately then? Runerigus against Volcanion. Poltergeist is still doing more. Let's go on ahead and just Poltergeist here. If it's Sleep Talk, so be it. I assume it to be like Sleep Talk Dual Stab. There it is. A Flamethrower. Okay. Okay. Volcanion KOs me. Vol KOs Rune. Now I could go out into, like, this is my best play here, is going out into Urshifu. That's literally why I have it. Let's go out into this. I don't think I want to go for a close combat immediately. I think Rock Tomb is going to be my better play here. And if he does get the burn, I can Rock Tomb into Facade to hopefully catch him off guard. And then maybe do some stuff with Rillaboom with Grassy Glide afterwards and hope Salazzle's faster. So I am faster than this thing, which is good to know. Volcanion. There's a Flamethrower again. Okay. We'll be able to take that. We do get the burn, but now that means that I can go for a Facade doing 46 to 54 to this thing. And hopefully take care of business from there. Withdraws. Oh, you don't want this. You don't want this Facade. You're going to take rocks and this Facade? No, sir. No, sir. Oh, yeah. 55 to 65. Yeah, let's keep Salazzle. Ooh, let's not keep Salazzle healthy. I think what we do is we let Salazzle go down. Maybe that might not have been the play. Maybe not. Maybe not. Because Salazzle might have been faster than this unless it was Scarf. There's always a hustle miss. There's always a hustle miss. So another Rock 2 might have put me in a better position if it is Scarfed. But there is always a hustle miss right here switching into Salazzle. Bolt Beak. All right. Dracozolt KOs. All right, now then, I believe Rillaboom eats a, let's see, Dracozolt. We know you're not banded. Boltbeak's doing 52 to 61 to me. Let's go out into Rillaboom here. Grassy Glide does 30. Let's take off the Life Orb here. Let's take out Life Orb. 24 to 29 of this thing. I live a Fire Fang as well. I live a Dragon Claw. I think I go for Swords Dance here. I think that's the play. 24 to 29. That's looking... Then do I knock out Volcanion from this range is the next question, though. That's what determines it. Grassy Glide's doing 42. I think I need a Swords Dance here if I want to win. Withdraws. Perfect. +2. 81 to 96 to Volcanion. Even max HP. If it's like Rindo Berry, that might put me in a bad spot. But let's see. 6780 to max HP. We have not seen an item on this thing. What if it's... Does Rindoberry work like that? Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. For some reason I thought, okay, let's just Grassy Glide. 67 to 80. Oh! Can I live a flamethrower? Probably not. Oh my god. Wow. Volcanion KOs. Volcanion KOs. Gosh darn. Shit. Rillaboom. That's not good for us. That is not good for us. So I think it's going to come down to some hustle misses if we win this or not. That's unfortunate. If I wouldn't have got my life orb knocked off, that would have been game. But that is what it is. That is what it is. We're just going to go on ahead and facade there. We know we're faster than this thing already. Urshifu KOs Volcanion. We'll get a little grassy terrain mixed in with our burn. Oh, that's so... that by the skin of his teeth. Skin of his teeth. I thought that would have been enough to pick it off. That is just a bulky Volcanion set. Yeah. Then we just have to hope that it's like, you know, that we can pull off. Aqua Jet would have been great here. I'll just go for another facade. Could miss. Could miss a hustle move. Here's a Bolt Beak that's going to knock me out. Does Raichu take a Bolt Beak? Raichu 97 to 115. I don't think I'm in that range. I think if he connects a Bolt Beak there, yeah, it's game over. Does Raichu... what am I at? 140? Could be a roll. 89. Yeah, no, you got to be not max HP, or I got to miss, or he's got to miss a Bolt Beak there. But we will just go on ahead and click Psychic, and I think that's going to be 1-0. 1-0 to D-Ray. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and Psychic. Fingers crossed for the hustle miss. 20% chance to win the game right now. Provided it's max attack. Oh! Not like this. Oh! Raichu KOs Dragozolt. And that is going to be a 1-0 victory. This is why I don't draft Dragozolt. Holy shit, D-Ray. Oh, what a game. Poison Berry Clefable. Poison Berry Clefable. Grassy Seed Tornadus. Scarf Dragozolt. Whatever the hell that Volcanion was threw me for a loop. My god. GG's to my man. Definitely go check out D-Ray's side of the battle. Link to his channel will be in the description as always. We are now currently 4-3 by the absolute skin of our teeth. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's battle. If you guys have, show some love on that like button down below. If you guys are new, subscribe for more, because we got more Draft League content coming your way. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great. I'm going to let this outro bang, and I'll talk to you all soon. Later.